food. What's known about Fang is also our service.
This is our best bartender. He's the only one here.
Exactly.
Chinese restaurants get a bad rep for having unaccommodating staff. Their demeanor tends to be very stoic, so that's why I hired some servers who may be less experienced, but are a lot more charming. But I still expect excellence from my staff. They're gonna have to learn very quickly.
And then people see my guns when I'm serving big plates, that's all.
Manhattan Myth.
Okay, thank you, sir.
That's just a short clip on the new hit Food Network series, Chef Dynasty, House of Fang. And joining us now is one of those great staff members, which was just mentioned, Christy-Anne Lopez. Christy, thank you so much for joining us here on Live in the May.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a beautiful set. I love it here.
Thank you. We love the pop of color over
Yes.
So you fit in perfect. I love the yellow.
Thank you.
So when it comes to this new Food Network hit show, tell us a little bit about your involvement and how it came to be.
Of course. Well, first of all, Chef Dynasty House of Fang is actually the very first docuseries on the Food Network. They've never produced anything like this before. And what's really great is it's an all Asian American cast. So when it comes to representation, the API community is so excited because you're able to see representation in mainstream media. And I am a server, and I was brought on to the team because of my live event background. So on the show, you see us kind of doing our hustle and bustle day to day at the restaurant, but the big goal for Kathy Fang is to put on big, prestigious events, which we've been able to do some amazing things. And in tonight's episode, we're going to Napa, so I feel very lucky that I was pulled for this.
Yeah, that's so exciting. And it's also, the restaurant is super popular. It's a staple here in the Bay Area. What was that like for you to work with Kathy Fang?
Kathy is very inspiring. She is the ultimate boss babe. She just knows how to really take, well, her goal setting and taking things to the next level is motivating, but really the way she just runs the restaurant, it's like a well-oiled machine. So, yeah, for me, it was very different because I didn't really have a lot of restaurant experience background, but I feel like jumping into being a server and being in this restaurant was the very best way to train to do this and, you know, slay.
Exactly. That's exactly what you did, too. And we just heard that clip from Kathy Fang, and she mentioned she expects excellence from her staff, and you guys are actually all very close as well, correct?
Yes, we have had so much fun as a cast, just exploring and having fun. But at the end of the day, like, we are really trying to put on fantastic, beautiful events. And like I said, we've had guest stars like Christy-Anne Lopez. We're gonna have Francis Coppola on the show. Tonight, we have a beautiful event in Napa. It was my first time in Napa doing that event. So it's been a lot of fun and a really, really great experience.
And the cool part about this experience is not only are the cameras there, but you're actually serving on these people. You're actually putting in the work. Was that different for you to be in that role?
Yeah, I think that, I don't think people realize it's not as easy as it looks when it comes to these dishes. These are big soups. We're making sizzling fried rice there at the table, so it's a lot of pressure because phones come out and people are gonna post it on their Instagrams and all over social media. But it also makes it really playful and fun because I feel like that's just what the dining experience is these days. It's about presentation and really connecting with your guests. So this was the perfect place to do that.
And for you, did you kind of forget that the cameras were there at any point? Was it just very natural?
I did, finally. I think that was really the most challenging part of it, was jumping into a new job, a new position, a new work environment, and knowing that there were cameras there. So I just knew if I just make sure that I'm present and having fun with it, then the cameras will disappear, that's exactly what happened.
Well, you may have been new to the restaurant world, but you're definitely not new to beauty, fashion. As a matter of fact, some fashion shows are coming up. Can you tell me a little bit about your work in the fashion industry?
Yes, of course. So I run a pageant coaching business called Studio/Pageant Consulting, and I'm also the director and executive producer for the Regency West Coast Pageant, which is a preliminary to a really big pageant called Regency Internationals. It's almost like a all-age Miss Universe. And so I just opened registration, and I'm really excited because girls are starting to sign up. The pageant takes place this May, and I'm very excited because this weekend on the upper level of Fang, I'll be hosting a pageant workshop event. So girls are going to come in and train in runway modeling, public speaking, on-stage introduction. So it's just a really great way for young girls to network, build their confidence, and you know, pursue their big dreams.
That's amazing. And for young women at home who are probably interested, what exactly is everybody looking for in this pageant?
This pageant is truly about being able to achieve some industry goals. I have a lot of girls who are really interested in taking it to the next level when it comes to modeling and or acting, but really it's about being involved in your community. I think that it's really important for people to realize the importance of volunteer service and doing what they can, you know, and being there for others. And so, like I said, it's great networking. These girls, some of the clients that I've had are doing amazing things. They're in New York Fashion Week. They're getting spreads in magazines. So really my goal is to build their confidence enough to just take on the world.
Oh, that's amazing. And you mentioned pageant workshops. What exactly can people expect to receive in terms of information, what they're going to learn if they are to participate in the pageant workshops?
Of course, yeah. So you can just go to Facebook or Instagram and look up Regency West Coast Pageant. And we'll be, I mean, it's pretty hardcore. I wouldn't say hardcore, but it's we only have 2 hours to pack in as much as we can.
Yeah.
So we really work intensively on modeling, walking, poses, and then we finish off with some public speaking tips and skills. So at the end, girls really walk away with good tips and ways to practice and great strategies to be able to kind of network and get to know people.
And these skills that you will be teaching at these pageant workshops, they must have helped you when it came to the show, correct? And being on camera.
Absolutely. I think I give credit to a lot of my pageant and industry experience to this entire Food Network experience because, you know, you have a very short amount of time to make an impression with people. And I think what goes hand in hand is confidence and service. So whenever a guest comes into the restaurant, it's like, all right, I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to make these guests feel like VIP. And I think that's also what pageantry and being a performer is about. You're an ambassador to the restaurant or the brand or whatever you're representing, and I think that I'm trying to teach people to take pride in that.
Yeah, and what would you say, Christy, that are some of maybe the biggest misconceptions that people have of the pageant world and the pageant industry?
I think they think it's all about vanity. But it's truly about being a part of your community, and it's really taking leadership in your community. I think a lot of these girls have such a great heart, and they want to offer so much. They have very serious platforms as far as raising awareness to, let's say, cancer research or, you know, children's safety. That's the biggest misconception. These girls have a purpose, or they're finding their purpose, and you have to be able to respect that.
Love that. All right, well, before I let you go, where can people watch House of Fang? What time? Because I know it's on tonight, actually.
Yes, so tonight's on Food Network at 9 p.m., or they can stream it on Discovery+.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming and talking with us here on Live in the Bay, Christy.
Thank you.